This is a rather sweet little song which has carried me through the years on occasions. Good morning, my very dearest one. I was reviewing our correspondence, most of which I've got. I've destroyed some of it. I'm proceeding on the basis that you genuinely are looking for a man in your life to marry, and albeit I was not looking, you having found me, you have reawakened my very deepest longings for that other person in my life. So there we are. Juice. Cheers. Orange juice. Healthy. Vitamin C. Oh Lord, so my legs are playing up today. I can barely walk anyway. I haven't really spoken about it, but I'm on crutches now. With my former marriage and everything, my former wife had gone off with everything. That's herself to start with, our child, my house, everything. The lot. And I went off on that beautiful horse of mine, Naomi Noir, bareback, and my head was just spinning with the fairies. And I came off and fell badly and broke it. I think it was about June the 1st, 1993. I then had a big knee operation in 2010, Monday the 6th September. And now it's playing up and it needs a further operation, but with this coronavirus, that's on hold, basically. With the crutches, I can get around. So I'm a bit of an old wreck, actually. Quite frankly, I'm very slow walking. Quite how I'd cope with children, I've no idea. You'd have to do all the hard work. Yeah. I'm sure you'd want children. You're only 28. I'm sure you'd want children. So that whole matter is absolutely something we have to discuss. I don't understand why I've heard nothing from you now for over a week. But I'm just going to go on keeping in touch until you say otherwise. I'm proceeding on the basis that we are, well, shall we say, engaged. There's been no other woman in my life for a long time. And I certainly am never looking at anyone really, you know, and hoping, as it were. And then suddenly, whammo, you've come along. What's the next one? I have these, I get them off YouTube, and I've got these two devices, so I recorded on the other one, and it just cheers me up. Oh, this is the Eton boating song. It's just my little morning routine. There's music, juice, tea, coffee, and normally I'd smoke one little cigarette. That's it, really. Just sort of helps me think. I'm not a smoker. I mean, I'm just not. Nor am I a drinker. I do drink red wine, white wine, that sort of thing. There's quite a nice cider the local shop does. I tend to get a bottle of that every now and then. But I can stop, so it's not a problem for me. I'm not meant to drink at all. I probably haven't told you. I'm not sure if I have or not, actually. Just what an old wreck I am. But I've got acute heart failure, so I'm on 6 pretty strong heart pills. I have some side effects. But without which I might die, quite frankly. People live for quite a long time on them. My mother lived to 95, not with heart troubles at all, but so I have long genes on my mother's side. My own father, and this again I haven't told you about actually. My own father actually died before I was born. I was only 3 months conceived. So in the pictures, the man in the military uniform, if you've seen that one, was my own father, whom I never knew. And then this wonderful gentleman, Mr. Keith James Ogilvie McEwen. My father was Bush, so I'm a Bush. Ross Bush is my surname. He'd met my mother before. She then met my own father, whom she married, and they were together for 5 years. And then my own father died of a heart attack at the age of only 59. And then a mutual friend got a hold of Mr. McEwen, and he immediately took on these 2 little boys. I have an older brother who was 3.5 years older than me. So there was my mother with these 2 wee bairns, as we say in Scotland, young children, baby and a young child. And then he was the most wonderful stepfather. So, but it wasn't a divorce. That's why I always put it in this way. That's God's will in my way of looking at life. That he took my own father in that way. But I had a wonderful, stable, very ordinary, settled, middle class upbringing here. So Mill Hill is where I went to school and so on. From young, the same school all the way through and everything. So I'm sort of just jumping subjects a bit. Not fully awake. I dreamt about my brother this morning, and I told him about us. He and I, very sadly, do not he doesn't want to get on with me, actually. His marriage was breaking up in 1981, and I tried to sort of mediate. So I just once spoke to his wife, and he considered that disloyal, and he came round. I had a nice flat in a place called St John's Wood, more central in London, suburb, but nice, very nice area. And wished me dead, 1981. And basically he's proceeded on that basis ever since. As far as I'm concerned, for he's concerned, to him, I'm dead. Which is humongously sad. I find it very, very painful. But that's it. That's the way it is. So I'm on my own. I don't have any close relatives or, for that matter, close friends. I know lots of people along the way. That's why this is so important. You would be my closest friend, apart from anything else, forever, till death us do part. For what it's worth, I looked up the marriage vows. I'm going to send them to you, the sort of traditional marriage vows in the church. Till death us do part is the phrase. So that's what we plight our troth to, for, by, with and from, that the only thing that should part us is death, when one of us dies, or both together. But in our case, I think I'm going to be the first one to go, actually. More than likely. But we might have some wonderful years before then. People seem to live on now to 80 and so on. Still not very long, really. 17 years away. We're given 70 years, and 10, so that's only 70 years. So it's only 7 years away for me. But anyway, that's up to you. That's within your gift. If you want to take on this old wreck. My spirit isn't a wreck. My spirit is very beautiful. I know this. I know what I am. I am a very powerful, beautiful Christian spirit. This I know. I know myself very well. I've travelled widely. I've been in all sorts of difficult situations one way or another, so I do know myself very well. So, what's the next bit of music? Oh. And then I'll leave you in peace. I think you may have found these films, actually. Someone's been watching them. Oh, this is lovely. Where have all the flowers gone? It's about war and killing and soldiers and so on. And that we shouldn't do it. Ah, my gosh, she's got a lovely voice. I'm very emotional. And I know I'm falling in love with you. If you wish it, I know I am. I think that's why my leg's playing up, because I'm just so tired. I've been so hurt in life. Through my broken marriage with a child. Nothing could hurt me more. Nothing can ever hurt me like that again. I'll let this play out and then I'll stop. Well, I am very much hoping to hear from you quite soon. I don't know what's gone wrong. I don't have any other way of contacting you. You know, I've actually got 3 well, with yours now, I've got 4 email addresses. So you initially had my, as it were, private one, and then I put us across onto the Christian Broadcasting Place one, so that's my Christian place that I hope will grow one day. But you're on Gmail, and that's Gmail, so I thought that was better. I remember reading the 2 books by Solzhenitsyn, the Gulags, the 2 Gulag books, Gulag Archipelago. Back in 1976, I'm pretty sure they came out. And I was very affected by that. I think the figure is something like 20 million Russians have died through the sort of purges and so on. So I've always had this sort of soft spot for Russia and her people. I've never really done anything about it, I'm afraid. I don't know what one can do, pray. So I'm just at home today. I'm not going anywhere. I've got plenty of food, so that's fine. I'll just have a nice, quiet, restful day, have reading. I'm studying the Bible at the moment. It's a big book. I've got a Bible, of course. So just a quiet day at home, hoping to hear from you. Cheerio.